Welcome back to more Endara gaming. I'm here playing Ghosts and Goblins on the original NES on the Nintendo. This is a game that I probably did play as a kid. I don't really remember playing it, but I had neighbors and friends that had so many NES games that would rent games all the time, and this game definitely does seem familiar, although it may have been more of a game I watched friends play, more so than ever actually played myself. I know this is considered to be one of those classic NES hard games, one of the hardest games in the library. It says the game was made by Capcom, but I believe it's actually not. I believe it's made by some other company that's not as good as Capcom. The Video Game Bird, he did a video on this game that I've watched multiple times over the years. My understanding is that you're supposed to primarily focus on using the dagger.
I'm going to bed, lol.
Oh, well, good night, Nicole. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in and saying that. It's gonna be a really weak stream without you here, but I guess you know it is what it is. Nicole's one of my one of my best mods. Nicole, Versalo, Billings, Boro, Nikki G, Waterboy in his heyday, and a couple others. But yeah, so again, in this game, my understanding also is that yours is very difficult, and that you have to beat the game solo. Good evening, and you have to beat this game twice in order to actually truly beat it. Solo, me and Nicole and Boro, we were playing Path of Exile, and we're low 50s. What level are you now? Are you still like way ahead of us, or are we like in the realm of being close to you? All right, let's get started. Interesting. There's a third option that's invisible. 2 lives. Level 89. All right, well, never mind. So you hang out with your girlfriend in the graveyard having sex, I guess. The devil kidnaps your girlfriend. You put on your suit of armor, and you get right to the business. Alright, so control's pretty good. And again, I'm playing this on a Famicom, so basically on an NES.
I have been playing D4.
You've been playing D4? Have you played it all with Billings? Billings and El Cacuelo have been playing it a lot. What was that? Alright. I'm curious to know, I know this game doesn't have a lot of stages, but I'm curious to know how many, how long these stages actually are. Can I climb this? I can. Nice. Alright, first impressions. Oh, thanks for the share. First impressions is this game does not look very good. Very choppy, like, weird respawns. Toyo says the remake of this game is good also. I heard there's an SNES version that's really, really good. Ooh, the devil. That's a problem enemy, from what I understand. Dead. Alright, bad start. I'm sure we start at the beginning of the level. I've got to figure out how I'm supposed to engage that enemy. Jaggernaut's here. What's up? Why are the visuals all smeared? Oh, does it look bad? Chamber asks, do I play Roblox? No, I don't play Roblox. My kids do. Does this look bad? I could change the aspect ratio and stuff. Jaggernaut. Hold on.
Maybe it's a filter, I guess.
I think there's no filters. Toyo says this is an NES. So, let's see. Let's see what options we got here. That's the only option for that. I mean, I have this on 1080p output. I could change it to a couple different things. Maybe make it look a little bit better. How is the 1200p? Yeah. Chambers says Roblox is a game. No, I know. Like I said, my kids play Roblox.
It looked fine. Looks nostalgic to me.
Oh. Solo says it looked good. This might look a little better, though. It says 720p. Nicole says it looks worse now. Hebrew Jedi says Ghosts and Ghouls. Yeah. Juggernaut says maybe it was just the cropping or something. Ignore me. Juggernaut says it does look better with the 720p. This is 480p. This looks bad. We could probably rock that 720p. That might be the better choice. Let's go to that 720p. I think that was the best looking one. I'm using a retro tank upscaler, the 5X retro tank. I've had it for a while. Yeah, so this is 720p. I do think this one probably looks the best. Right? Solo says, is this Ghosts and Goblins or Ghosts and Ghouls? It's Ghosts and Goblins. Nest Nerd says, NES Nerd says it looks like it's running on the auxiliary cable. I mean, I have it running on the white and yellow cables. That's what I'm rocking.
Oh, okay. I have the RetroSync 2X Pro.
Oh, it's probably very, very similar. Yeah, I do like that. I do have these options. With the retro tank, I like that it gives you those options to actually change things. Let me just play with my canvas for 1 second. I think it looks pretty good. Hey, Cindy. Baron says, that's it. I do remember this. Solo says, am I on channel 3? That's a real one. That a lot of you young folks, a lot of you youngins, you don't even know that reference. That's a real one right there. You had to put your games on channel 3 to get them to play right. NES Nerd says the composite cable. Yeah, that's what I'm using, the white and yellow. I'm playing it on a Famicom. My NES broke. And Nemesis says back to retro games. Yeah, we're hitting it, Nemesis. Channel 3. Us old folks, we know. All right, let's do it. So does anybody know the trick to beating that devil monster? Oh my god. Because he rocked my S when I encountered him. Like I said earlier in the stream, I have never beaten this game. I've never really played it much. This is my 300th game to stream. My 300th game. Dead. Wow. Alright. You're down your Calvin Klein's. Yeah, that's in this game. It's kind of like well known for a bunch of things. And one of the things that it's well known for is, you start out in your armor, you get hit once and you're in your underwear, and you get hit twice and you're dead. That's a very well known thing. Solo said the Devil Monster has his own game on the SNES. Yeah, it's called Demon's Crest, which is another game that I have not played. Oh my god. I'm Let's reset. I heard Demon's Crest is really good though. Up. Rev Bomb says, I swear if you send me another live notification today. This is my 3rd time streaming today. 3 streams, baby. Yeah, so when I got to that devil monster earlier, he rocked me. So hopefully I can do better
Love
here.
playing this game back in the good OL days.
Cindy used to play this. Definitely not a game I've ever beaten. One of the things, what do those power-ups do? It doesn't seem like they really do anything. One of the ooh, almost got me. One of the things I really enjoy about streaming though is it really does push me to try out games I've never played before, to do things I've never done before. It definitely like pushes me in a good way. Like on my own, I probably never would have picked this up, but it got recommended as my 300th game. Stream, there's the devil. How do I beat him? Cindy says, yes, sir. I know I look 20, but I'm not. Oh, no. Yeah, I think she's in her late 30s. I'm going to say 36. Rev says, also your TikTok chat is right on top of Arthur. What? Oh, I got you.
This or Dark Souls for difficulty? Endara looks not a day older than 24. He's just shy.
Just call me BMX says, have you ever played Clash of Demon Head? Ooh, oh. It's a great NES game. I have never played it, but when I started collecting games in around 2014 or so, that was one of the games that I read to get to collect, and I do own that game, but I haven't played it. I would definitely be down to play it. Cindy says that she's 38. What did I say, 36? I was close. Paravon G says, Endara doesn't look a day past 24. My man. That's my man. As I'm sure you all know, I am 40 years old. I am old as hell. I'm an unk. What's that spear thing underneath? Oh, just my weapon. Oh! Oh, really? Oh, man. Rev says, you move the graphic, not the chat. It's easier for me to move the graphic. Moving the chat, I don't know which source is the chat. I don't have it labeled that well. Damn. Dude, how do I beat that thing? Baron says, this reminded me of the cemetery story with your sis. You remember that story, Baron? It does make me think of that story. Yeah. Solo says that we're all babies. We're all just a bunch of young girls and guys. Am I ever gonna get past that thing? So, like, I know I've seen gameplay of this game for a long time, and I never thought it looked very hard. It's much harder than it looks. Some things that are notable here that make it hard is the enemies come at you pretty fast, and they respawn constantly, and they don't respawn all the way from the left or all the way from the right. They're kind of more centered in the screen where they're respawning. Where did he even come from? That was crazy. I don't even know where he came from. Yeah, I don't know how to avoid the devil. It seems like there's no way to not get hit by him. Solo, do you have any advice on how to not get hit? Or Jaggernaut, how to not get hit by that thing? Listen, if the Angry Video Game Nerd did it, I could definitely do it, because I know he's not that good at games.
I think you need a corner.
Stick to a corner? Okay. I'll try that. Thank you. It's an idea. Yeah, I was kind of centered, I think, when I was fighting him, right? So engage him. Oh, I can't go in a corner. The screen stays centered on me. Maybe that changes when you engage him. Rev says, I'm confused. It said the TikTok chat is right on top of Arthur and the character you're playing. So you move the game graphic.
At Toyo Altiza, no one puts Endara in the corner.
Oh, I see. That should be better. It won't center on the fight. Okay. So once the fight starts, move all the way to the left is what you're saying, I believe. I don't think I want this weapon, but looks like we're committed to this. Oh, what? What happened? Why am I a frog? What? Wait, what just happened? Once you beat a stage, how does like the lives and stuff work? If I lose all my lives, I start back at the beginning of the game? Like, how does that work? I don't like this weapon. This weapon sucks. Oh, there's a knife! I heard the knife's the best weapon in the game. This is what we wanted. We wanted the knife. It didn't set it. Wait, Solo, you're wrong. It still, it wouldn't. It still, the screen still moved with me. Mr. Medium says, giving Path of Exile 2 a break. I see. Been a million years since I played this, but I believe so. Yeah. So I only played Path of Exile 2 with Kirby Girl and Bo-Ro.
You know how long it's been.
Been a long time. Yeah, I only play with Bo-Ro and Kirby Girl. So if they're not available to play, I don't play it. I actually asked Kirby Girl.
No health bar, just death.
You get 2 hits. It's 2 hits to die. You lose your armor, and then you go in your underwear, and then if you hit again, you die. But yeah, if I what you call it? Like I asked Kirby Girl to play tonight, but she went out and she couldn't play. Definitely, a game like that I think is definitely a lot more fun when you're playing with friends. Back in the day when I used to play the old Diablo games and everything, ooh, that was close. I used to always play with my my friend Brett. Oh, I killed him, and he didn't respawn. Baron says, gotcha. Solo says this game is so unforgiving. Yeah, no kidding. I never got this far before. Yeah, so if I get game over on, like, stage 2, do I start back at the beginning of the game? I mean, if I do, it is what it is, but I'd like to know. Oh, I don't want that. How do I get rid of that? Oh. No! Is there any way to get health back also? I haven't seen that yet.
I think you restart if no continues.
Really? You restart at the beginning of the game? No! That's crazy. Well, hell, alright. Mr. Medium says, had to get to the top of likes. My man. Really? I think I'm at the boss. Yep. What? What hit me? Oh, he shot something at me? I didn't even see it. There is a continue function. There might be infinite continues. Let's see if it starts me with a knife. It might. Yeah, it might start me with the knife. No, it doesn't. Does anyone know, though, if you have infinite continues? Let me just restart. So there are continues, just don't really know how they function yet. It would have been easier to figure it out if I had actually managed to beat the stage, but I did not. Zaz Bammy says, oh boy, a night of frustration happening. This is my first time really playing this game, Zaz Bammy. And I've got to say, this is definitely a video game. There's no doubt about that. It is a game. There's buttons that do things. Is this game good? Oh, no, I don't want this weapon. This weapon sucks. I need the knife to have any prayer of beating the demon. Ugh. Give me the knife, please. Oh, God! Why was he so fast?
Unlimited continues but can accidentally restart if rushing because of menu.
Okay, unlimited continues. Thanks, Solo. What's the deal? What's the deal with this guy?
Not gonna lie, this game, Might and Magic, and TMNT were the bane of my existence back in the day.
Not gonna lie, this game, Might and Magic, and TMNT were the bane of my existence. So another game. So Might and Magic, I've never played. But
He was fast because he has been waiting to get you.
Baron. But I don't even want this weapon. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 on the NES is a game I used to play at my friend's house when I was in like nursery school or maybe in like kindergarten or something. We used to play it all the time at his house, and I've never beaten that game. Then maybe like 10 years ago, I beat it with save states. Does not count, obviously. Obviously, it doesn't count. So that's a game I've never beaten. Yet, on stream, I've beaten all 3 Turtles Tournament Fighters games, and the Genesis one's really hard. I beat all 3 Turtles Game Boy games. I beat Hyperstone Heist and Turtles in Time, and I beat the arcade version of Turtles in Time. I beat the arcade version of the arcade game. I beat TMNT 2 and TMNT 3. Oh, I could duck that? For the NES. I beat all those games on stream. I beat Shredder's Revenge on stream. But TMNT 1, I've never beaten that game in any capacity. I've never beaten it. So that would be a cool game to stream one day. Maybe this is game number 400. This is game number 300. I could do that. That'd be really cool. Actually finally beat that game after like however many years it's been. Impossible. Baron asked, have you seen the Turbo 16 or something? My brother's friend had it. I had a cousin that had it, and I have the TurboGrafx Mini now, which I've streamed a bunch of games on it a couple years ago. But I just had the one cousin that had that. I don't think it's a game. I don't think it's a console that many people like very commonly had. I think it's a pretty rare console. Alexis says you never watch Sonic for Hire on YouTube. No, what's that, Alexis? Sonic for Hire? I don't know what that is.
It was good, but no one had it.
I mean, I know there's good Castlevanias on it. I streamed a game called Dragon Slayer: The Legend of Heroes on the TurboGrafx CD, and that game was great. East Book 1 and 2 on the TurboGrafx CD was great. The Bonk games are really good. Yeah, I think TurboGrafx is, I mean, from what I know, it is a pretty good console, just nobody had it. It was expensive, I guess. I also only know one person that had a 3DO. I knew one person.
TurboGrafx CD was a rare one, plus Jaguar CD was rare.
TurboGrafx CD was the rare one, plus the Jaguar CD was rare. And does the Jaguar CD never work? According to Angry Video Game Nerd, Marco says this is one of his top favorite games, and he owns the arcade cabinet. That's awesome, man. Those arcade cabinets usually go for a few $1,000 a pop. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I only knew one person ever that had a TurboGrafx 16, not a TurboGrafx CD, which was my cousin. I knew one person that had a 3DO, one of my friends. One person that had a Jaguar, a different friend. And I know 0 people that had either version of the Neo Geo. 0. Never met someone that, or a CDI. Never knew someone that had either of those consoles. Oh, I have the knife. I don't even know when I got it. I got the knife, though. Hell yeah. Damn. Oh, game over. I just got the knife. See, you had a CDX. I didn't know anyone that had a CDX, but I did have a friend that had the 32X and the Sega CD. I have them both now, but for whatever reason, my 32X, I can't stream it. It doesn't work to stream. Like, it doesn't send a signal to my capture card. Like, it works, but it won't work on stream for some reason. I've streamed Sega CD games, though. And Baron said he also only knew one person that had it. My younger brother's friend had one.
Every time you talk about the knife, I think of that scene from The Golden Child.
I don't know The Golden Child. I don't know that movie. But you want the knife. And the Angry Video Games, Angry Video Game Nerd's video on this game, which I've seen many times, he would talk about how you need the knife in this game. It is the best weapon. You don't need anything else.
Eddie Murphy Golden Child.
I never saw it.
Has anyone heard of that Panasonic thing? I saved for a year to get it.
Yeah, the Panasonic 3DO. That's, like I said, I had one friend that had it. And my understanding about that console is that it basically has no games. Like, there's no games on it. Nothing good. I think there's one exclusive RPG that's considered, like, decent. I don't know the name of it. You know what? I should probably stay here. And, try to get the knife. Right? Dillo says, are you talking about the PS5? No, they're talking about the Panasonic 3DO, Dillo. Solo says, Samurai Showdown is why I wanted a 3DO. I thought the Neo Geo had the best port of that game. Baron said the memory card's $500 30 years ago. Insane. They had a dragon game on the 3DO. Oh, I think I'm dead. That's just unlucky. That's how this game be. It was just unlucky spawn. He just spawned in like a weird spot as I jumped, and there's no way to not get hit. Yeah, you might be thinking of Neo Geo, Solo. That was like the super, super expensive console. Super crazy expensive. What was that? Why did I get frogified? Got the knife! That's all that matters. That's all that matters is to get the knife. Nothing else is important. It's a game where you make choices. Dragon's Lair? Is that what you're talking about?
This game looks rough.
Yeah, this is the first stage. I streamed, actually, Baron Von G. I've actually streamed Dragon's Lair. There's a port on the Sega CD.
The PlayStation Nintendo is probably the most expensive console in my opinion.
The PlayStation Nintendo? I thought it was the Nintendo PlayStation. But yeah, Baron Von G. The Sega CD has a Dragon's Lair. I think I have it actually. I do. Yep. There's a Sega CD Dragon's Lair, but then the Wii had a Dragon's Lair trilogy that has Dragon's Lair 2, and Space Ace. And I streamed all three of those games in 2023. Streamed and beat all three. Dead. I'm screwed now. Now I took that hit, and now I'm not going to be able to, even with my knife, I'm not going to be able to beat the devil. That sucks. This game is very brutal. I've only gotten past that devil once. I hope you guys are aware of that. I got past him once. And the one time I beat him without getting hit, and I had the knife. Mercer, I need help. Baron G says, can you ever get the armor again? I don't know. I don't think so. I've picked up suits of armor after I've lost it, and it doesn't give me armor back. Dillo says it might be bedtime. For you or for me? Or for both? I had flirted with the idea of beating this game tonight. I realize now that's a pipe dream, and that's obviously not going to happen. Oh.
I don't see an armor power up.
For me? Dillo said for me. I've seen suits of armor on the ground. I've seen them a bunch of times. I'll call it out next time I see one. Right there. Isn't that a suit of armor? Is that what that is? I need the knife. I'm not beating that devil with this stupid spear thing. Ain't happening. Or with that stupid fire thing. I don't want that either. Get that shit out of here. I don't want that. Oh! It spawned on top of me. What do you do when that happens, bro? Literally spawned on me. You know, I might be able to move forward, and if I throw a couple attacks and then move forward enough, I might be able to duck his initial attack. I'm gonna try that. Go, go, go. Ah, very unlucky spawn. Very unlucky spawn. No, he dives down. He just dives down lower to make sure he hits me. Struggle bussing it. This is definitely a struggle. On the struggle bus. Part of the NES hard experience, though, is usually, you know, you keep dying over and over and over again, but you slowly get better. I don't think I've gotten any better.
I always default to my statement of get good when I am playing this. For the record, doesn't help.
For the record, it doesn't help.
I wish people could see my mom's face every time I asked her to go to Toys R Us to get a game.
What describe what her face looked like, Baron Von G? Gemworks says, is this like an old version of Terraria? I've never played Terraria, so I'm gonna say yes. If that's what it feels like, then yes it is. I got the knife. I'm on my last life, though. Ooh. Wish me luck. Dude, I hit it like 5 times. How many hits does it take? Parents Von G says, you know exactly what her face looked like. There's gotta be a way to beat this devil thing. There's gotta be a way. Mr. Medium said, Dracula pooping all over your dreams, dog. Phil says, damn, what is that supposed to be? It's a devil. It's literally the devil. Gemwork says, would rather have the cloud in a bottle or the magic carpet? I'd rather have a magic carpet, because with a magic carpet, when you find your Princess Jasmine... Oh my god, I took a hit already. Because with the magic carpet, when you find your Princess Jasmine, you can have her sit next to you and take her on a magic carpet ride and romance her and riz her up. But you can't do that with a gem in a bottle.
So much she actually bought a TV for my brother and me to put in our bedroom.
Romanista says, "Devil." Oh, I don't know what that language is. Romanista. I'm sorry. It could be Italian. That could be Spanish. I don't think it's Spanish. It could be French. Shaker Doodle says, I'm too scared to play this game. I can't get past the midpoint of the first level, Doodles. I think I've been playing this for like 30 minutes. And I got to the boss of the first level once. And actually killed them as I died. It was mutually assured destruction. Future Trunks, what a handle. Future Trunks. Love Dragon Ball. I love when Trunks gets introduced into the series. And Rex, Frieza, and King Cold. Oh, God. What are you doing? Throw your thing. I'm dead. I think going up here is a bad idea in general. I think it's better to just stay down low. Geo said Element AO. Baron says she hated Duck Hunt so much that she actually bought a TV for my brother and me to put in our bedroom. Hey, Unk. Oh my god, dude. Wait, Future Trunks, are you Brayden? Dillo says, I want to go on a magic carpet ride. Want to go together with me, Dillo? But yeah, picture it, you know? You get your magic carpet, and you have your Princess Jasmine. You put her on the carpet, and you sail off, float through the air, whisper sweet nothings in her ear. You can't do that with a cloud in a bottle. That's for sure. Future Trunk says I'm playing Transformers War for Cybertron on my PS3. I don't know that game. I don't really know a lot about Transformers, even though I'm obviously at that age where I should have been all about Transformers.
Future Trunks sounds cool.
It really wasn't something I ever got into. Like, I watched there's a knife. I watched the original cartoon. I did watch it a little bit. But like I never really got that into it. Same thing with G.I. Joe. Like I watched it, but I never like really got into it like that. You know what I mean? Orbital Beetle is back. Says whispers won't be heard. You need motorcycle helmets and John Cena or something. The wind noise is insane. That's actually a pretty good take. Dillo says you're thinking about an actual carpet. It's actually a pretty good take. It's impossible. Oh, I killed him! I killed him! I killed him! I killed him. But I still gotta beat the final boss, though. Well, and I gotta get through still half the level to get there. Baron says, I have all the respect for Megatron.
My cat is on my lap
I thought
now.
you said Cena. Is that not what you said, Orbital? Future Trunk says, my cat is on my lap now. I like that. Thanks to GG's, Doodles. Oh, I hate these things. Is that a shuriken? I don't want that. I don't want the shuriken. Getting close to the boss. Oh! I'm dead. Oh, no. Ooh! Did you see that? Oh my god. Oh, these guys shoot projectiles too? Why not? Why not? Oh my god. Here's the boss. He killed me last time. He throws projectiles. I gotta watch out for that. Yep. Killed him. I did it. I beat the first level. I beat the first level. Yeah. Solar flare. I beat the first level.
Yes.
Yes. Baron says, see what I mean? No armor upgrades. I got my armor back for getting the key. As much sense as that makes.
Yay.
Oh my god. Doodles, thanks for the 5 GGs. Mr. Medium says, yeah. Dillo says, GG. Oh my
Heck
goodness.
yes.
What are these things? Oh. Well, bad start. Listen, I think there's only like 5 or 6 levels. So we have to beat the game twice, though. This is like non-linear. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where am I? Oh no. Oh. This is crazy. But am I going the right way? I think so. Oh god. What? This is crazy. Baron says the graphics are solid. GG. Cooking with Cash says, what's up, bro? Been watching you since Battletoads. I haven't seen you in a few weeks. What's up, Cooking with Cash? Dude, Battletoads was I think the second game I ever streamed on TikTok. And still to this day, the hardest game I've ever beaten. I reference Battletoads all the time. Oh, was there a checkpoint? There's a checkpoint. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't only play retro games, so you're probably more into the retro stuff. There's a timer, by the way, if you look. I was going to play Pragmata tonight, actually, a brand new game, but this is my 300th game that I'm trying to beat on stream, and I decided to do something a little special, so we go for this game, which I think is pretty special.
Congrats on almost 300.
Thank you. Cindy says Battletoads is terrible. I beat it on stream, Cindy. I beat it. It took me weeks.
What theme is this game? Viking? Knight?
I would say you're a knight. I would say you're a knight.
Battletoads is a good one, although I am terrible at it.
I missed. There was a message, something security. I missed the message. Kayla Cash says, how many followers did I get from Battletoads? I probably got like 30 or 40 followers every stream. So I don't know. It took me 2 weeks. I was streaming almost every day. So let's say let's just be conservative and say 30 times 14. Am I good at math? I don't think so. 2, 1. Probably like 300 and... probably like a little over 300. Something like that. Shaker Doodle says Battletoads is a good one, although I'm terrible at it. Yeah, well, I was so bad at it too. But if you go on my YouTube and you watch me beat it, I actually probably look like an expert because I tore through the whole game until the final level, because that level I hadn't beat it yet. So like I struggled on the final level. But every other level I was beating in like one, like not dying at all or barely dying. I did really good. Crabapple says, "Dog, you have finished 300 games?" Nope. 299. It'll be 300 if I beat this game. 299 on stream. And they're all listed on my Discord. Burrow said, "Pin the one you missed." How many followers did you get for Battletoads? I keep hearing it's serious, one of the hardest games ever. It is really hard. Burrow says, also 49ers Faithful said, "Hi, and how you doing?" What's up, 49ers Faithful? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm not trying to... I apologize if I missed any of your messages. Just my chat scrolls. And I have YouTube on there, too. And there was a couple people talking. Oh, man. Game over. And there's a couple... And I lose my knife. Yeah, there was a couple people talking on YouTube.
It is. I had a difficult time, but I enjoyed it, too.
Cooking with Cash asks, what is the hardest game I've beat? It's easily Battletoads.
Shish, I pinned the wrong one because chat moved.
Yeah, easily the hardest game I've ever beaten was Battletoads. If I was to pick another hard game that I've beaten on stream, like what would be like my number 2? I mean, I've beaten like 5 Souls games, but I don't think any of them would be next. Ninja Gaiden was tough, but I wouldn't say that. I don't know. I'd have to really think about it. I'm not sure. But Battletoads is easily number 1. Easy. You know what? I actually struggled a lot doing the campaign. Believe it, this is gonna sound stupid, but I struggled a lot in the Street Fighter 2 Turbo campaign. For some reason, it was taking me like over an hour to beat Sagat, over an hour to beat M. Bison. It was like, I really was struggling for some reason. I don't know. Had a hard time. But Battletoads by far, being such a short game and taking me so long to beat, there's no other game can compare with that kind of difficulty. Oh man. Damn it. Wait, why am I back in stage 1 again?
At Shake Your Doodles, I am not even lying. I have not heard of Battletoads.
Oh, I didn't hit continue. I didn't hit continue. That's what I did wrong. Yeah, I didn't hit continue. Wow. That's what Solo was talking about. Yep, I didn't hit continue, so it started me back.
Melting face.
Wow. Okay. Damn it. Spicy Quokka says, good luck with Arthur's satanic shenanigans. I'm in for a brutal one. Am I even lying? I have not heard of Battletoads. I've just heard Endara talk about it. It was basically made as like an answer to Ninja Turtles back in the 90s, in the early 90s. It had all that tood that Ninja Turtles has. I would say it has a lot more tood than the Turtles. I would say the Battletoads are worse characters and the story's worse, but it is fun and the game is really, really good. There's every stage for the most part is so different from each other. Like the very first stage of the game is just straight up like a beat 'em up game, very simple, but really cool effects, plays really well, good mechanic. It just feels really good. Stage 2, you're like going down this like tunnel on this like on the swing thing that like this rope that like lowers. Stage 3 is a turbo tunnel. Everybody knows a turbo tunnel. You're on these like jet ski things. Stage 4, you're in this like ice level, sliding all around. Stage 5, you're on jet skis. Stage 6. You're on... That's a snake level. You have to jump from snake to snake to snake to snake. Stage 7, you're on this glider. Stage 8 is...
Wait, you cannot be serious. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles imitation?
Yep. That's right, Baron. Yep. Future Trunks asks, have you ever played the new Battletoads, or Battletoads Double Dragon? I haven't played the new Battletoads.
Correct.
I did play Battletoads Double Dragon on the Genesis with emulation. I haven't actually played it or streamed it. Orbital Beetle says the Turbo Tunnel, best way to get to work every day. So people say that level's like so hard, but like once you get good at Battletoads, it's really easy actually. Barama G said, I read that already. Mr. Medium says correct. So stage 8 is you ascend this elevator shaft. Stage 9, in my opinion, is the hardest stage in the game. It's the Terra Tubes. It's like the whole level's underwater. But it's very, and there's like brand new mechanics for being underwater. It's like brand new. But it's a very, in my opinion, very, very challenging. Oh, damn it. Very, very challenging stage. I find the Terror Tubes to be the hardest stage in the game. Stage 10 is... Which one's stage 10? Oh, stage 10 is the rat race. You're racing a rat to get to these bombs, and you have to kick the bombs away before he can detonate them to kill you. Stage 11, I forget what it's called, but you're in this circular pod, and you're rolling around the stage. There's really no enemies until you get to the end. And you have to fight a boss. And then stage 12 is the last level where you're ascending this tower and you're running around in circles around this tower, going up to all these different floors. And so you get to the top and fight the Dark Queen or whatever the hell her name is. But every stage of Battletoads is
I'm surprised I haven't heard of it. That brings my gamer status down to 6 from a solid 7.
Yeah, every stage is like pretty unique, I would say, and very challenging, very memorable, very good, very well designed, just very hard. I love the game. Future Trunks says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is superior. Street Sharks is made to compete with Ninja Turtles too. I don't really know Street Sharks. I don't really know that the Street Sharks. That's a game or just action figures? It really sucks that I have to redo this level. So basically, the strategy here is to get lucky and to get the knife. You need the knife to get lucky and beat the devil. I mean, that's essentially what we're trying to do here, is beat the devil. Like, that's the boss is... Oh, there's the knife. The boss isn't the challenge. Now, to make sure I don't accidentally grab a different weapon. We gotta make sure we make it to the devil with all of our health. Ah, damn. Blew it. I ducked without pressing the down button, and the tombstone blocked my knife. Future Trunks says that it's a cartoon Vin Diesel loves... Yeah, wasn't he a voice actor in that? I think I remember hearing that. He's a voice actor in that. This game is so tough. It's so much harder than it looks. It probably really looks like it's not anything. But holy crap, is this tough.
My imaginary friend is shaking his head at this game.
Oh, that was close. Your imaginary friend is shaking his head. Eli wants Italy. Says not an easy game, can be very frustrating. Yeah, so what sucks is I beat stage 1 once, and then I forgot to hit the continue button after I got game over on stage 2. This is because the cursor starts you at start the game over. All right, we're almost to the devil. Ready? Yes! I beat him without getting hit. Let's go. Let's go. Draven says, Battletoads, 2 words, Turbo Tunnel. We were talking about that. I don't think the Turbo Tunnel's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. I really don't. I think there's way harder. Thanks for the GG, Shaker Doodles. I think there's way harder stages in Battletoads. The Rat Race, Terra Tubes. I forgot the name of it, but the elevator level. I think those are all... Oh, and the last level. I think they're all much harder than the Turbo Tunnel. Oh, even stage 4 I think is harder. No! It descended where I was. Oh, no! No! Oh, damn it. Oh. Baron says this is it. Eli says you got lucky. He comes back if you go off screen too far. Oh, really? Draven says I will never beat it and I'm okay with it. You could definitely beat it. Oh, it's a checkpoint. You could definitely beat it. It took me like 2 or 3 weeks to beat the game. Like playing it every day for like a couple hours. Like you could do it. It just you gotta be determined and you have to really put some time and effort into doing it. Go, 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 go. No! 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 I lost my knife! Alright, it's okay. We beat the level. Alright, we beat level 1 again.
Endara has a
Holy
fault. He will play this
crap.
till he beats it.
Baron says armor and everything. Hebrew Jedi says back when games were impossible to beat. I like this style. Billy says I will always be on your side. Billy, that's why you're the best. That's why you're an OG. Endara has a fault. He will play this till he beats it. Baron knows me. He's been watching my streams for a long time. So he knows I'm going to beat this game. It might take a while. I'm going to beat it. Doodle says holy smokes, I could never with this game. DK Dustin says little knives are the best weapons in the game. I had it and I dropped it by accident, but I got the stupid fireball. That sucks. God, get away from me. Oh, God. Oh, it goes... Oh. Oh, no! Orbital Beetle says, just wait until you find the jetpack. I don't think there's a jetpack in this game, is there? You like the little power walk? I hit continue this time, like a good boy. What happened? You hear the princess giggling at his jump. Baron Von G. What happened? I got hit and I like kept sliding until I died. These enemies, these little gargoyle things are annoying. Oh my god. Nice. I'm trying to walk to the edge, but it's not that clear where the edge is. We're just trying to edge over here. No! I'm dead. Oh, no. We're good. No! It's so hard.
At Shake Your Doodle's Law, he has charisma, that little knight.
Yeah, Arthur, whatever his name is, definitely has some, he's got some charisma for sure.
At Baron Von G.
I want a different weapon. I don't want the stupid flame weapon. Oh, I could jump through those. Oh, I didn't know that. I could jump through those. Okay. That makes things a little easier. There. I don't even know what that did, but... Oh! Alright, make sure we don't hit... Make sure we hit continue. Shaker Doodle says, that gave me so much anxiety. Imagine suffering through this yourself. You have to beat this game twice. If you beat it once, you don't beat it. Like, you get like some kind of like ending where it's like, oh, you didn't actually win. You gotta do it again or something. Some kind of weird trolly message that it sends you. Yes! Like a pro, baby. I need a better weapon. This fireball sucks. How many weapons are there? I've only seen this, the knife, and the spear. I think there's supposed to be an axe. I haven't seen that yet. I tried to jump. Brutal. Brutal.
At Shake Your Doodles, I now just saw what you meant by his walk.
Oh, checkpoint. That's generous. They don't have to give you checkpoints. That's generous. I'll take that.
At Baron Von GLMAO.
Item over here. Can I drop down? No. Would like a better weapon, please. Dropped another of the crappy weapon that I have. Thanks for nothing. I don't think I've ever made it this far. How the hell do I get down there? How the hell what do I do? Uh-oh. Hebrew Jedi says 8-year-old me would have broke the controller by now. Sherry Doodle says he means business with that walk. He's a serious customer. I'm getting hit. Yeah, I knew I was getting hit on that. But at least I got down. What? Ah. Bro. He's the original Crip with that walk, says Baron Von G. I need a different weapon, bro. Please. Ooh, that was unlucky. Unlucky angle it took. Game over. Alright, make sure we hit continue. I don't know, guys. This is a tough one. Don't know. Nice. Didn't hit me. Good, good, good. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Give me a different weapon. Anything. You know what? I should probably go out of my way to actually kill these guys. Oh, a double shot? Since when did they do that? Dead. Knew I was dead. That bird screwed me. Man. Crazy. You know what I'm noticing? When I continue, it's actually not making me do the beginning part of this level. It's kind of weird. There's like multiple checkpoints, which is more generous than you would expect for a game like this. Oh, I faced the wrong way. I'm dead. I got up the ladder and I ducked to start attacking. I was facing the wrong way. Done. Done, 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 done. Hopefully my chat hasn't frozen. Sometimes I get all paranoid because I use Social Stream Ninja. And the chat can just randomly freeze and it doesn't notify you. So like it'll look like just no one's talking and like people are sending all kinds of messages and I don't see them. It stresses me out. Dead. I'm gonna reconnect the chat just in case. Now it looks like we're good. All right. Yeah, once I can get a better weapon, I think it's gonna make this section much easier. Right now, it's just brutal because of the my lack of offense here. I'm probably dead. Yep. I can't kill those guys fast enough without the proper positioning and the proper distance. That weapon just it has bad range. I mean, it's actually really rough because if an enemy's too far, I can't even hit them with this. And if they're close, I don't have this. It doesn't really have stopping power. It just sucks. It just sucks. It's just really bad, and it's slow. That's a really cheap hit. It's just bad in every way you can imagine. Michael Gentry says this game is impossible, isn't it? Until it isn't, is it? Yeah, I'm definitely having a hard time. But stage 1 felt impossible and I beat it, so come on.
In it.
In it? I'm like really unlucky too with the drops here that I'm not getting any kind of weapon drops. This section of the level, this section of the game. This part's really rough. It's really hard to not get hit here. It's just kind of like RNG, really. It seems like sometimes you can just walk through and you're fine. Other times the enemies just spawn and immediately smack you. Oh,
Love it rough.
oh. Boro likes it rough. Perfect. Perfect, Bubblegum Boro. Give me a weapon, damn it. He ran to me. I'm dead. I'm dead. He's inside of me. He was literally inside of me, and where I went, he stayed inside of me. I mean, you do have iframes, but Marlon G says of course we were talking about the game. Dude, this is hard, man. It's so much harder than it probably looks like. Because, like I said, I watched people play this game, and I'm like, dude, it is hard. Boro says I love when they're inside of me. Those big guys? I don't know. It doesn't look like that'd be that pleasant. Sure. Okay. Fair enough. Give me a weapon. Give me a different weapon, please. Eli says, keep killing the first ghost or bird over and over for better weapons. Yeah, Baron Bungie. It seems like Eli, it seems like none of the monsters are dropping any weapons at all. I'm gonna try to do what you said. Also, there is a timer. Oh my god. This weapon just sucks. Nothing. Baron says it's quickly turning into a Discord discussion. Worst weapon. It's like so slow, weird arc, no range, bad damage. Yeah, and he's just strolling. He don't care. Yeah, I don't think those birds drop weapons. God. Do you think maybe the money has something to do with it? If I have enough money, I'm dead. Barvon G says Ninja Gaiden was tough. So far, I would say this is harder. But don't forget, Ninja Gaiden gets really hard at the end, if you remember. The last stage of Ninja Gaiden is way harder than the entire rest of the game. And I remember when I beat it recently on stream, I had to use a spin slash to beat the last 3 bosses. Sometimes you can walk through an area and the ghosts just don't touch you. Other times they just swarm you and beeline right for you at weird angles where you can't defend yourself. It's very, like, very RNG.
Yep, 10 minutes on the game and hours on the last stage.
Exactly. Yeah, Baron, exactly. It's all about the last stage in that game. The rest of the game is really not all that. Ain't that tough. Right into the pit. Oh, no. I'm alive. This game is stupid hard. Used to play Milon's Secret Castle and Blaster Master. I never play either of those games. I know of Milon from the Angry Video Game Nerd did a video on it. But Blaster Master, I don't really know anything about that game. I've heard of it. I know it's considered to be like a classic NES. I know it's like one of the classic NES games, but I really like not familiar with it. It's crazy. At least there's only 6 levels. So, do people... Here's a question. Do people say this game is good? Do people like this game? I don't know if I'm really feeling this. I think I'm not. Dead. I need the knife. Hudson B Games, says Michael Gentry. Definitely need the knife. But I have not seen a weapon drop. I have not seen it. Oh, well, that was me. Yeah, I've yet to see a single weapon drop. Eli says it's a great classic tough NES game. Michael says not Blaster Master, but yeah, those were hard. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Keep moving. I would love any weapon drop that's not this.
It looks alright. Good graphics for the time period. Difficulty looks crazy.
Yeah, it's much harder than I expected. The angle of that bird, nothing I could do. I could have jumped. I had only a split second to decide, but I could have jumped. Eli says very frustrating. Yes, very. My patience is starting to wear a little thin. This section is like... I haven't made it through this section yet. Michael says a lot of people have heard of Adventure Island. Yep, I played Adventure Island as a kid. I've never beaten it. But far less have heard of the Adventures of Dino Riki. I've never heard of that game. That's an NES game? That one I never heard of, no. Did you guys know Adventure Island has like a bunch of games in the series? There's like a bunch. There's like Adventure... I think there's Adventure Island... I'm dead. There's like adventure. That dude, the multi-shot
beat
there
this
is
yet?
crazy.
I think money bags help weapon
Billings,
drops.
come on, bro. Money bags help the weapon drops. Okay, I'll try to grab every single one then. Do you know there's Adventure Island? Like, I think there's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, and then I think there's also like Super Adventure Island 1 and 2 or something. There's like this series actually has like a lot of games. Keep a lookout for money bags. There's one right there. We gotta go grab.
At Eli _ wants _ ital 8 money bags sounds like something else.
22 Angles here. What's up, man? This game is so horrible. It's definitely something. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Thanks to the shares billings. Dude, the angle. The angle's on that bird. He's flying over my stupid slow-ass projectile. Oh my god. Oh, kill me. El Cacoilal, this is Ghosts and Goblins. It's a classic NES game, super difficult, very well known. My first time ever playing it is right now for my 300th game streamed and beat. And I am on the struggle bus right now. Oh my god. This is stage 2. 22 Angle says, I think it's OG of this is the first Souls game. I remember feeling like Zelda 2 felt like a Souls game. The level ups are actually done just like Souls, which I think is pretty cool. Does he really need to be shooting shit at me?
Anyone have a Quaalude?
Fucking dead. Damn it. Does anyone have a Quaalude? And enemies have to be faster than me too? Come on. Baron says, this one was made to frustrate children and apparently adults. 22 Angle says, you have to get the... I want the knife so bad, 22 Angle. I want the knife so bad. I've been stuck in stage 2 for like 20 minutes or more, and I've not seen a weapon drop yet. The knife was how I beat stage 1. And I have this stupid fireball thing. It sucks. Oh my god.
Another fireball dropped 3 turns ago.
Yeah, so the fireball, there's one spot where the fireball always drops. That's true. The spot where it always drops. Speaking of which, if I did manage to get the knife, wouldn't I still have to deal with that? Wouldn't I still have to get the fireball anyway?
Might be one of those things where you need to bring the knife with you.
Oh, you think I have to have the knife with me when I get here? Or I'm screwed? I mean, I think I'm forced to get the fireball anyway, it looks like. I was stuck ducking. I was trying to stand up to turn around to fight the bird. I couldn't not duck anymore. You took a 4-hour nap? I thought you were playing Diablo 4 with Billy. Bottom Billy boy. Hate those birds. Baron says I'm old. I love nap time. Charger girl, I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Hey dude, how are you? This game is tough. I'm pretty good. What's new with you? I haven't seen you in a few weeks. I didn't stream for like a week. I think it's last time I saw you was before my little break. Treasure Girl says, I play Super Ghouls and Ghosts more. I bet you that game's a lot better than this. This is so hard. I was trying to attack, but this projectile, sometimes it's just really slow. Like that. You just can't hit. I think what it is, I think if the fire is burning from those projectiles, I think if you have 2 projectiles out, you can't throw more until they're done burning. What lets me attack fast is when I'm getting direct hits. I think if I miss twice with that and the fires burn, I think I can't attack. And I'm just a sitting duck. Super's much harder. Are you sure, Charger Girl? Are you sure?
My son is 28. And I am not a grandfather yet.
I Show Wiz says start over. You got to get the knife in the freaking first level. So I can't get through this without the. I can't get through it at this point. Is what you're saying? Baron G says my son is 28 and I'm not a grandfather yet. I mean, I didn't have my first kid until I was like 29. I think it's pretty normal nowadays. Baron says you better get to it. I have the Super Famicom version of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Yeah, you showed me your Famicom collection, remember? I don't know, Show Wiz. Is that what I have to do? I really don't. Stage 1's hard too. I really don't have to restart. This is brutal though. This weapon sucks so hard. But you're forced to pick this weapon up anyway at the top of the stairs. I'll show you. Well, if I can make it there. You're forced to pick this up. Treasure Girls, I think I played it. I don't have this game, but I believe it's on the NES Classic Edition, and I played it there. It probably is. Bro. Wiz says you got to move a certain way and it won't happen. Oh, yeah?
I just realized I am encouraging my son to have sex.
All right. I'm gonna listen to I Show Wiz. Baron says, I just realized I'm encouraging my son to have sex. Why can't your son have sex? He's almost 30 years old. He should be able to have all the sex he wants at 30. I think it's fine, Baron Von G. I remember when I was like 19 or 20, I still live with my parents, and my dad came home unexpectedly when I was having sex with my girlfriend, and kind of caught us, and he was really mad. And I was kind of confused about why he was mad, but he was really mad. I think he just didn't like her. I think that's more what it was. Really? They could shoot directly vertically down? I've never seen... I got the knife! I never seen them do that before. Okay.
Who, Amanda?
Yeah, it was Amanda. Yes, it was Amanda. I've only really had like a few like girlfriends really.
I'm no hero. Never was. Never will be.
Nicely done. A Day in the Life. Thanks for the likes. And Jamstar, thanks for the subscription. Appreciate you guys. Oh no! Oh. Burrow says she probably stole his stuff too. Maybe. Yeah, my parents... Oh, no. My parents were not a fan... Sorry, I saw the knife. My parents were not a fan of her. Wiz says you've got to stay in the beginning a little, so you... Oh, your message disappeared. What the hell? I don't know, Wiz. Your message just disappeared off of my screen. I don't know what happened. Kind of weird, but... Gordo's Games, thanks for the 5 GGs. What's up, man? Good to see you. See you, my brother.
At Boro, what do you mean?
Rose said, is anyone a fan of any of her? Did I ever tell you the story about after we broke up? One sec. Did I ever tell you?
Game.
I Show Wiz says, it's me, I'm Jamstar. Oh, okay. Did I ever tell you the story about how after we broke up, my friend Sean told me a story about how one day he had a party at his house and me and Amanda slept over, and after I fell asleep, she left the room and went to his bedroom and tried to like get in bed with him and have sex with him, but he said nah. Oh, damn it. A Day in the Life, thanks for the likes. Yeah, the GameCube thief, exactly. Gordo's game, this is really rough.
Sounds like Amanda.
She did do that, apparently. I was kind of mad at him because why didn't you tell me that happened until after we broke up? Like, I should know if my active girlfriend is going out trying to have sex with other dudes. I feel like I should know about that. It's information I would like to have, for sure. Endara has the best tea, thanks. Charger Girl says, I helped my mom clean some of the garage today. We had so much stuff, we just had to ditch some useless stuff and stuff we wanted in our area instead. And I also brought in my sports cards. Oh, you're a sports cards collector? I didn't really peg you for that. I had tons and tons of baseball cards from when I was little. And when I moved into my house in 2014, I went into my parents' attic and I took them all out and I actually priced every single card out. And the most expensive baseball card I had was a I think it was like a Daryl Strawberry. No, not a Daryl Strawberry. It was a Doc Gooden McDonald's Topps card and it was worth like $2. So yeah. Charger Girl says I watch football, obviously Chargers fan, and hockey, so of course I collect them. That's fair enough. All right, we got the knife. We got the knife for stage 2. Treasure Girl says, I don't know baseball, but I have a couple of those somehow. Burrow says he definitely hit it. But Hadaway's here and says because he wasn't a true
never
friend.
Get involved with
yeah,
anyone
you know what?
At work.
You know what,
It
Hadaway?
always ends in someone getting arrested.
But you know what, Hadaway? That is a bad friend, isn't it? That is a bad friend. I'm not friends with him anymore, actually. Not because of that, but... Charger Girl says, I somehow have a stack of basketball players. I don't know a single one, so I'm going to have to look them all up. They're probably all... It's probably worthless, but you never know. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
At Baron Von G, I dated my boss at one of my first jobs. He was the store manager of BBB.
Hero. Never was.
And how did that end, Boro?
Never will be.
Billings, thanks for the likes. Treasure Girl says, I do have a couple rookie football cards. What, do you know what players? But more things matter aside from it just being a rookie.
At
like
Boros,
other
sleeping
things
your way
matter
to the
too.
top.
I did find a Jerry Rice card and a Warren Moon. It could be worth something. Dude, the way these things move are crazy. They move crazy. I don't want that. Whatever it is, I don't want it. Alright, made it to the checkpoint. Checkpoint 1, let's go. And I got the knife. Let's go, baby. Really? What a weird pattern and weird RNG for that ghost thing to behave that way and to go past me, back up and slam me into the pit like that when I'm at full health. Like, what a typical Ghosts and Goblins thing to happen, you know? Treasure Girl says, actually, it's DeAndre Hopkins. Okay. My most expensive card, only if graded a 10, is Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson. Oh, jeez. Burrow said there was an amicable split between him and the store manager. We still talk and have coffee sometimes. Billings says, I remember this game being hard. It is. But Hadaway says, only time I tapped a friend's girl was because he bet me I couldn't because I told him she cheats. But Hadaway, can you do me a favor? Can you elaborate a little bit on that story of what happened? It's relevant to my interests.
It is a simple rule.
Oh my
the
God,
other person
bro.
will always say they want catch
Crazy.
feelings. 2 days later.
Treasure Girl says, I have old cards. I have a lot more hockey cards. I don't really know hockey players like that. Baron G says a simple rule. The other person will always say they don't catch feelings, and then 2 days later, they do. Yeah, there was a thing, in my brief time, in my very, very brief foray as a single man, there was a guy, I wouldn't say he was my friend, it was a guy I knew, who would always be out with his girl, and I remember she liked me in high school, when I was working at a Marshall's in this mall near me. She was working in this, like, no-name store, that was next to Marshall's at the time. And I remember, like, we would always like talk and like kind of flirt or whatever. And I remember one time she came into the Marshalls and was like, I forget what she said. She said something to me, like hitting on me, and her friend that she was with, damn it. And the friend that she was with was like, "Oh, what are you doing? Don't say stuff like that. You have a boyfriend or whatever." But so then years later, when I was like 20, so that was probably when I was like 17 or something, I don't know. But years later, when I was 21, I guess, I saw her out somewhere and she didn't have her boyfriend with her, and it was like kind of like a club, kind of, and we were just like dance together. And then she lived pretty close to me, and she asked me if I could drive her home because one of her friends had driven her there. And I forget exactly what ended up happening for her to end up going into my parents' house, not even my house. I live with my parents.
No hero.
I forget exactly what happened, but she ended up wanting to go in. She didn't say, "Hey, let's go in and hook up." I forgot what she said. But we ended up hooking up, and then we kind of were like, we would hang out like 3, 4, sometimes 5 days a week for like 6 months. And she had a boyfriend the whole time. Really messed up. Treasure Girl says, I have Timu Silane as a Mighty Duck. I don't know that character, that player. Billing 6 for the likes. Treasure Girl says, during my back surgery back in 2007, the children's hospital was awesome. I was there for 5 months because of surgery. When I got moved to the therapy floor to learn to walk again, the entrance of the hospital.
Her.
Didn't know till a month before I left, and they gave me free sports cards for like a month in 2007. Oh, so you were really young in 2007. I was a whole ass adult in 2007. Barbara says name her and shame her. Nah. Yeah, you were a kid. I was a whole ass adult at the time. So to finish the story, so what ended up happening was, I feel like I might have told the story on stream already. I'm not sure. But what ended up happening was, she was still with that guy, and I started to really like her. I started to like really catch feelings for her, and I would get jealous and upset when she would hang out with her boyfriend and like have sex with him and stuff. I would get jealous and upset about it because like I really liked her, which is foolish. I was young, you know. Baron says we would take dinner, and Treasure Girl says I grew up Paul Carlia fan. I don't know that. It's hockey. I don't know hockey players really. Can't do that. I can't go there. I got stuck ducking. I'm dead. I got stuck ducking. I had like a split second opening to do something there. Damn it. Hockey is a man's sport. I know. I have some friends that are into it. I'm just not into it. It's not for me, you know. I don't even watch baseball anymore. I used to watch baseball, like I would just be so into baseball, and I haven't watched it since like 2006. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. Whew. Yeah. So what ended up happening was, like I said, I started to get really jealous.
Why not?
Why don't I like hockey? Oh, baseball. Because I was a Mets fan, and I remember being very upset when Carlos Beltran in the playoffs watched the strike 3 to eliminate the Mets from the playoffs. I remember being really upset about it for some reason. And a couple things happening that made me really upset about the Wilpons.
You can't watch sports any.
Looks like I can't watch sports. You play old baseball games. There you go. Oh my god. This game's so brutal. Treasure Girl says if you're a Mets fan, you should follow Ashishidi on Twitch. Well, I don't watch. Like I said, I stopped watching the Mets 20 years ago, and I've not. The only sports I watch now are just the Jets, which, as you can imagine, doesn't go that well. That's my best attempt, Treasure Girl. Oh, so to finish the story that I was telling, so what ended up happening was, like I said, I used to get very upset and jealous over that girl, and one time what ended up happening was she was about to have sex with her boyfriend, or actually at this point I think it was fiance. I think at this point, they're going to have sex, and when they were about to do it, he found a piece of condom inside of her, and her and I didn't use condoms. So it was like, what had nothing to do with me. It was like some other dude. And then she told like some like story about what happened to him, and basically I was like, oh, I'm done with this chick. Like I can't handle it. Oh my God, I can't handle this. And I stopped talking. Like I stopped hanging out with her, but she would still like try to call me and like text me and send me messages and stuff like that and pictures. And then I started. Charger Girl says I don't have the Discord thing set up. RevBomb set it up. No, RevBomb set it up. Bird says it should work. Charger Girl. Bird says he loves this game. I hate this game. This is my first time playing it. I'm having a rough time. Thanks for the follow. Having a rough time. Yeah, I know RevBomb fixed that. It should work. I'm gonna have to message him about it later. Yeah, it is definitely hard, Bird. I've been really struggling. Tricky Tommy says, how do you choose the next game? It was decided a while ago that my 300th game streamed would be Ghosts and Goblins. This is my 300th game. I've beaten every game I've streamed. This is my 300th.
At Tricky Tommy Discord.
But yeah, Discord polls are what decides my the games. So there's no poll up right now because I've got to beat this, Volgar the Viking, Pragmata, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. These are all Discord winners. Kingdom Hearts and Resident Evil 7.
Big backlog.
Yeah. So I'm not going to make a new poll until I catch up on some of these games. Path of Exile 2 wasn't a poll winner, but yeah, I do have to finish that also. Yeah, there's games that weren't poll winners I haven't finished. Like Path of Exile 2, Dragon Quest 7, Double Dragon Revive, Mortal Kombat 1. There's a few. Look, Quill says, help me kill that boss. Bird says, new suit of armor up in the top left from here. Oh, you can get your armor back? I did not know that. Let's try to do that. Where? Oh! I never seen that before. Oh my goodness, thank you, Bird. I did not know that was a thing in this game. Fair enough. Oh no! The fireball, how do I get rid of it? I'm dead anyway. How do I get, when that fireball drops, how do you get rid of that? Tricky Tommy says, have fun, boss. Always enjoy catching your streams. I appreciate you being here, Tricky Tommy. Thanks, man. Badaway says, I told Bud she was easy and only with him because his car and anyone could smash, and he bet me $200 and 24 hours with the car. But how'd you pull it though? What'd you have to do? So if I go to the top, then that fire thing's always gonna spawn, right? So I have to make sure I don't go to the top there. Okay. Oh my God, get away from me. Damn. So hard. So hard. Billing says, watching this is giving me rage flashbacks. Dude, the brutalness of them coming at me from both sides with projectiles, with like just so much stuff, and it comes at you so fast, and I feel like you're so weak. You're fragile. Your attacks do very low damage. It's like look at that. Like, what do I do? What was I gonna do?
I think this will be your hardest game of the year, lol.
I beat Echo the Dolphin this year. Do you think it's gonna be harder than Echo? I don't know about that. Maybe. Treasure Girl says, I've been playing a lot of Tamagotchi Life on the Switch. What kind of game is that? I don't know that one. Yeah, Echo was really hard. I beat that in January. I don't imagine this game being harder than Echo. But I don't know. We'll see. It's hard. Billy says, if I remember correctly, this game is ruthless. It does feel brutal. Echo was brutal though. Like, what do I do? Like, what do I do
My
there?
shadow is shaking its head.
What do I do there? Like, come on. Charger says, I have Echo 1 and 2 on the Sega in box, and one of the few box Sega games. I feel like you've told me that before. Echo 2 I haven't played yet. Is Echo 2 as hard as the first one? Charger says, I think they're both hard, but I haven't played a lot of 2. I did beat number 1. I did beat it. Just so you guys know, I've never finished this section. And it doesn't look like I'm going to finish it. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. Like, are you kidding? I did kill that guy. Look at him run at me full speed. I think I beat this. I beat it. I beat the section. I beat it. Now what? I've never gotten here before. What is this red bird? Oh my god. Oh no! Pick and Flick Adventure platformer, a Boogerman. Oh, I've beaten Boogerman before. I love that game as a kid. It's a great game. Bird says technically beat it. You have to run through it twice. Yep, I will. I'm gonna do that. He farts and burps. I remember Boogerman. He's like a janitor or something, right? Yeah, I remember that game. Charger Girl says she loves Rock and Roll Racing. I haven't really played much of that. I played a little bit of the Sega version. It was wasn't that game made by Blizzard? Blizzard North? Who also made Path of Exile 2 and Diablo 1 and 2. Warcraft. Oh! Warcraft 1, 2, and 3. And a lot of other classic games. That's because of Bird's tip. Bird gave me the tip. I appreciate it. I gotta be careful if I go all the way over. No! No! I think it's still there. Yeah, it doesn't go away. So I have to just die. Damn. Elgin Coelho says, I don't think Blizzard made Path of Exile, did they? It wasn't Blizzard, but the guys that were Blizzard North that made those games, I believe, are the same guys that made Path of Exile 2. Hey, Becky, what's up? Thanks for the rose. Treasure Girl says it's on the Sega as well. I like that version best, but don't own it. I own it on the Game Boy. Rock and Roll Racing? Stinky Beef asked, ever played Breakout on the PS1? It was a modernized version of Pong. No, I've never played Breakout. I've heard of it, but I really don't know much about it. I don't have it. I've heard the name. Ooh. Have I heard a game called Kicks? No. Have you guys ever heard of a game called Quirk on the Game Boy? I like that game a lot. It's kind of like a puzzle game. It's very cute. I like it a lot. Ooh. Treasure Girl says the Rock and Roll Racing I have is for the Super Famicom. I grew up playing my dad's Sega Genesis copy of Rock and Roll Racing. Yeah, I only have the Genesis version, which like I said, I've played it. I haven't like played a ton of it. I played it a little bit. Quirk is like Tetris. Oh, what? I looked away for a second to read chat. I got punished hard. It's a shoot 'em up Tetris game. I mean, that sounds cool. Don't run. Oh. I don't like this. God, I don't like this at all. Am I at a checkpoint or anything yet? Is that really early checkpoint in this game, in this level? Same boss? Oh, he jumps! There's two! Oh, God! Charger Girl says on Game Boy, I've been playing more Kirby the Amazing Mirror and Wario Land 3. I haven't played either of those. I played a lot of Kirby. Oh, I start back here? I played a lot of Kirby games, though. I've streamed Kirby's Dream Land 1, 2, and 3. Kirby's Adventure. Oh, what? Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Kirby's Dream Course. And I think that's it. That's a lot. That's like, what, 6 games? 7 games? It's not nothing. Man says, what version is this? This is the NES Ghosts and Goblins. Wiz says, you got a duck. Oh, against the bosses? Girl says, it was nice seeing you, but I do need to go to bed. Can you post Discord link in here, though, first? I thought we're friends on Discord. I thought we're... Kirby. I thought we already, yeah, I can post it for you. 1 second. I thought you were already in my Discord.
I'm no hero. Never was. Never will be.
Who needs if?
Oh, thanks, Billings. I appreciate you, brother. You're in 20 Discords? Oh, I just posted it in case you're not in there. I know we're friends on Discord. Maybe you're not in the server. Oh, that was crazy. That was a crazy angle. Wow. LSG says, I hate nonchalant people, but probably wouldn't slide like that. I hate nonchalant people, but probably wouldn't slide like that. What do you mean by that, LSG? I don't understand. Oh, no! I didn't continue. Oh, well, now you are. I didn't hit continue. Oh.
I'm no hero.
Oh, Day in the Life, thanks for the likes.
Never will
No. Because the continue thing's glowing, so I just kind of assumed I was,
Nonchalant people don't slide, they glide.
Nonchalant people. Alright, night, Charger Girl. Nonchalant people don't slide,
Do
they
you work
glide.
tomorrow or not?
I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. I just I gotta do my lawn, but otherwise I'll be streaming a lot tomorrow. And maybe we can do some Path of Exile too, maybe. Wiz says, you know you gotta beat the game twice to really beat it, and then you gotta get the shield with the cross on the second time around. Oh, I don't know anything about the shield with the cross. I don't know anything about that. But no, I'm gonna beat it twice. It's just gonna be wild. Thanks for the lurk, Charger Girl.
I always loved the box art for this game.
Yeah, the box art looks really cool in this game. I agree, Billings. Gotta get that knife. Gotta get that dagger. That's the key. There it is. Here it is. That's what we need. That's the key to beating this game. Need the knife. It's absolute necessity to have any chance of beating this. Don't accidentally grab another item, which is easy to do. Ready? Ready? Let's get it on. Oh no, I might lose. Yep. Damn. Hadaway says I got to do my lawn too, but I have like 6 acres to cut. Oh my god, we got that's a lot. I have a third of an acre over my house in NJ. Day in the life, thanks for the likes. Joe Wiz says this shit took me like 10 years to beat this game. Oh god. I wanted to beat this in one stream. It looks like that's not gonna happen. It's not in the cards. That's okay. Like I said, I took 2 or 3 weeks to beat Battletoads. So I'm sure I will beat this eventually. It's just a matter of how long it's gonna take, is all. Potentially, what a spawn. What a spawn. Right, literally spawned underneath my feet. Like, what do I do against that? Dead. Ruben Rivera says this is a fun game to beat. I'll definitely be proud of myself when I eventually do it, which I will. But it's probably not going to be super soon. A Day in Life says, you are playing one of my favorite games. I appreciate it, Day in Life. I love playing the retro games. I grew up on NES. Love playing games like Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, Battle of Olympus, the original Legend of Zelda. Love playing games like those. Ninja Turtles 1 and 2. Love that stuff. POW, Prisoner of War. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that one. I used to play that one all the time. Fester's Quest I used to play. Dragon Warrior 4. And Dragon Warrior 1. But Dragon Warrior 4, I love that game. That's a good game. You all have never played that. Dane Life says, I never beat it. We are from the same era. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was born in 85.
Wow, pow. I haven't thought about that game in forever.
You played POW? Great game. Great game. But that's a game, Billings. I think I've only ever beaten that game with Game Genie. That'd be a cool one to try to stream and beat for real. But I've only beat it with the Game Genie. Wiz says, when you see the devil, you got to jump away from him and then run towards him. Okay. Kukulio says, oh my god, Fester's Quest, memory unlocked. That game, as a kid, I believe I beat that game without cheats, I think. I remember the Gremlins games were good. Gremlins 2 is supposed to be good. Day in Life was born in 80. Okay. Making you 45 or maybe 46. Possibly. And I am the big 40. I'm actually turning 41 in like 3 months. So pretty close.
I'm no hero.
Not cool. 40 went by pretty fast. Not cool. Every year goes by faster than the year before. I read a thing once. I don't know if it's true or not, but I read a thing once saying that you live like 80% of your life as far as time perception by the time you're 12 years old. Once you hit 12, you've lived like 80% of like your perception of time. All right. And we're back to stage 2 again. 46 years old for Day in the Life. And thanks again for the likes. Billing says he's going to send me a birthday gift. Please don't. You make you feel bad. Billings asked El Cacoilao, did you beat Belial? Belial in Diablo 3 is actually one of the highlights. Probably the best part of that game. The game's not that good, though, to be fair, but that is probably the best part of the game, is Belial. Kind of crushing that beginning part now.
D3 blows that I will agree with you.
Thanks, Billings. El Cacoilao says, think of how much of that time was stuck in traffic. Driving.
I feel like that's not true.
I don't really drive that much.
That don't work.
I don't really drive all that much. Hadaway says he turns 43 in August. Read my last comment for answer to the previous question about the buddy's girl. I didn't see another comment, Hadaway. Billings, can you pin that for me? So I can see it. Nothing I could do there. Dead, dead, dead. I mean, if it continues is nice, I guess, but... Oh, your message might have got censored, but had away. I think other people aren't seeing it either.
I'm no hero. Never was. Never will be.
Thanks for the like, stay in the life. Everybody that's here, that's not in the Discord, should join the Discord. Because you could vote on which games get played. Although there's no poll up right now, because I owe like 5 or 6 games. Ooh, I don't want to go that way. What? That was ridiculous. Really? And you can also just generally hang out there, which is cool. Yeah, I'm really behind on owed games.
Y'all stop adding games to your list, lol.
I won't. No, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna vote any more games until I catch up. I gotta catch up.
Rumor has it, a pic of his bubblegum is next.
You think so, Boro? Maybe. I'm definitely gonna do something special for the 10,000 stream, like I did with the 5,000. Woo! Let's go, baby. Go, 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 go. All right. 24-hour co-stream, maybe. We're gonna do a really cool we're gonna do a really cool stream in October of Resident Evil 8 VR, where obviously I can't talk really effectively while I'm streaming a VR game. But, oh, really? What? Oh, what? Come on. That was ridiculous, man. So what we're going to do is Kirby Girl Nicole and Billings 12 Gaming are going to just do commentary while I stream and talk to their chat for me, which I think is pretty cool. Badaway said took her out on a Friday, Saturday night, had a few brews, and then she started at me. Worst time I ever had. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Damn, Hadaway. But how did you get her to agree to go on a date with to hang out with you for 3 days when she was your buddy's girlfriend? Doesn't seem like she's a very loyal woman. For the 5K stream,
he's got the Riz.
He's just got that Riz. For the 5K stream, what I did was I did a 24-hour stream, and I had an hour block for every single hour of the 24 hours with different events and games. I ended up skipping some of them and doing 2-hour blocks of some things. But we did like Mario Party, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Mortal Kombat. I'm dead. BlazBlue, Tekken. I did an hour of Intellivision games, an hour of Sega Saturn samplers. I did... What else did we do? Among Us. I don't think we did Fall Guys. We did Jackbox, which I want to do more Jackbox this year. That was fun. We did... There's so many things. Double Dragon Revive I did an hour of. It was crazy. Oh, me and Billings raced Punch-Out. We did a Punch-Out race. I won. Billings says I overslept and missed playing Double Dragon. Yep. Billings, thanks for the likes.
Never will be.
I still have to finish that game. I didn't finish it. I'm like halfway through it. I played it one more time after that stream. This game is crazy. I feel like I'm not getting better. I feel like this game, I feel like it's just like a lot of RNG that like a lot of times things happen and I'm just going to be dead no matter, I'm just going to be dead. Like that was my fault. But where I'm just going to be dead no matter what. Like I'm just dead. There's nothing I can do about it. Billing says, I bought Double Dragon just for that stream. Well, you fellas, you slept. I still got to finish it though. But Hadaway says we were all friends and he was working, so she wouldn't won a cruising party Friday and Saturday, 25 years ago. But by the way, when you told him that you banged, when you told your friend that you banged his girlfriend, did he break up with her? I hope. Was he mad at you? I could see. I've seen things before where I could see the guy being angry at you and breaking up and not breaking up with her. I could actually see that as a possibility. As crazy as that might sound, that wouldn't completely have shocked me. I think I'm dead. Yep. El Cacuelo says it sounds like Swingers, but with more steps. I hate these ghosts. I hate this game. I hate these fat guys. Hadaway says, wanted to cruise and party. He paid me, handed me the keys, and dumped her in front of all of our friends. Oh, okay. Did she try to deny it or anything, or how did that go down? Ooh. All right, doing pretty good right now. Ready for the red bird. Got for the ghost here. Ooh, I think it's instant death if he hits you, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I overjumped. No. I overjumped
Well,
it.
I am confused.
Oh. What are you confused about, Boro? Oh. Oh. Damn it. Rough. Rough. I need you to go this way. Boro says I don't have the energy. Okay. Come over here. Oh my god, he ran at me full I'm dead. He just turned on a dime, ran at me full speed, threw his projectile at me from very close, and then charged, and I'm just dead. Like, just dead. That was such a good run, again, and just the RNG there. The RNG of the enemy's AI, I was just, there's no way I wouldn't die. There's no way for me to not die. Like, I can't do enough damage to stop that from happening. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead already. That, again, RNG for those ghosts there, I'm just dead. Like, they just, the game decided, like, Endara, you're dead. You're not making it through this part. Hadaway says, I think a response got filtered. She tried to deny it, but had left undergarment in my truck. She's like, I would never do that. Not with Bo Hadaway. Oh. So brutal. Stage 2 of Ghosts and Goblins might be one of the hardest levels of a video game I've ever experienced. I can't believe I'm not even halfway through the game. I bet you if you don't die at all, you could probably beat this game in like under an hour. Nice projectile. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Crazy, bro. No. But how do he says Buddy was mad at me for a few days because I showed him how she was. I just said you needed to know. I'm not surprised he was mad at you. That's how a lot of guys would react, which I think is crazy. But a lot of guys would be angry at the guy, and many guys would forgive the girl actually. Which I think is a little bit silly, but you know, it is what it is. Could you please come over here, bro? Go.
Adelku Kylal okay, just let me know. As you saw last night, he wouldn't stand a chance against me.
Wait, what? I might be able to take Belial down now. I double my damage, says Alka Kylal. Ugh. Damn. Oh, what is that? What does that thing do? What does that power-up do that I just grabbed? I didn't lose my dagger. I'm almost to the boss again. Very close. Nicely done. Badaway says he made me bet when I just tried to tell him how she was, and then he just didn't talk to me for like 2 days. Are you still friends with him now, Bahadaway?
My cat just came downstairs looking for me. He knows when it's bedtime.
Aw, what an adorable kitty. Boro, Bahadaway says then we went fishing for the weekend, and you're still buds now. Let's see, at least it has a happy ending. Whatever happened to the girl? Have you ever heard anything from her? Or is that just, is that book closed? Is that chapter finished? Both of your lives. Oh, jeez. Brutal.
I'm no hero. Never was.
Billings, thanks for the likes.
Never will be.
What is this gentleman doing over here? AI is spazzing. Nicely done. Almost died there, but we good. Alright. Doing alright. Doing alright. I don't know how I feel here. I'm almost out of time, though. Here we go. Down to 13 seconds. Did it. I did it. I beat stage 2. I beat stage 2. 4 seconds left. 4 seconds left. Stage 3. Hadaway says, she's still around. We live in a small town, rural area of Maryland, and we all still talk to her. Oh, wow. Small town. What did she is she married? Like, what's her deal? Oh, my God. I might end the stream. What do you guys think? Should I end the stream here? And resume this tomorrow? I'm kind of feeling that. Why die if I touch that? Probably. How do I get by that? Sean says, I don't think I've ever gotten past stage 1. I mean, it took me a while to get to stage 3. That took me a while. But I'm here, Sean. That beginning part's pretty brutal. I could probably just leave my NES on. I've done it before streaming games where I've left my NES on for a while. I left my NES on for a while and I didn't get punished. Like, it didn't, like, freeze or whatever. Hadaway says, both are married with families. I have a queen of 10 years, but neither of us are interested in marriage. Yeah, I mean, marriage is definitely an optional thing. There's not like a... I'll see you later, Sean. Have a good one, brother.
At Bohadaway Axe Ragnar 83 grams Lagatha.
Oh, ducking here is the key for that part. Interesting. Definitely don't want the stupid fireball. We don't want that. Music really sucks. Yeah, what's the deal with these things here? Can I walk by them, maybe? I might be able to walk by them. Let's test it. No, you can't walk by them. You can destroy them. You can destroy them. Blue? Blue is scary. Why is it blue? I don't think I've ever... Oh, devil! I don't think I've ever seen this stage before. She must Lagatha. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna be back tomorrow morning before I do my grass and after I do my grass. Oh, checkpoint.
I'm no hero.
Checkpoint. Let's go. I hit a checkpoint. But yeah, I'm gonna go, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Have a good one. I love you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the follows, the likes, the gifts, all the stuff, the shares, everything. And yeah, Ghosts and Goblins. My plan is to beat it tomorrow. I don't know if that's actually realistic, but I'm gonna try.
Night, Pookie.
Night. See you guys.